Are you serious? Are you serious? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I mean, are you serious? Are you having turkey or ham? Is it football or Christmas carols? What? Is it Black Friday shopping this weekend or prayer? What is going on at your house? Family gatherings or not? What's going on? Are you stuck in the airport? Is America under siege? What was going on at the Canadian border? Are you serious? Invasion America and Middle East madness. Are the hostages going to be freed or not? This is dangerous. Let me tell you all about it in just a second. But first, let's put a shout out and say happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there in the Paul Begley Prophecy family, all of you on this amazing online church. Happy Thanksgiving. Let me just tell you what's going on here at the Begley house. My son here in Indiana, my son Brock Begley and his wife Leanne have a 23.5-pound turkey in the oven right now, a 9-pound ham in the oven right now, and 2 chickens ready to go into the ovens. What? Pumpkin pie, mashed potatoes and gravy. Yes. Potato salad, beans, coleslaw, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and all the stuff, and everything else, and the s'mores and the cookies, and I got my mom, my dad, I got family coming from everywhere. All the clan is coming in. Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm going crazy. No, let me just slow down and just say, and Kevin Wilson just said, I'll be over. Come on, Kevin. Guys, seriously, let's put, do we deliver? Yeah, the gospel of Jesus Christ right now, right here. I'm right here on Thursday, Thanksgiving morning, working, delivering the mail, bringing the mail home in Jesus' name. No, we don't deliver the turkey. Sorry. But I will say this. There are some people who can help you right now, and that's www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com on behalf of noblegoldinvestment.com. Now, guys, listen to me. Dark clouds are gathering as markets are shuddering. Stocks are sinking. Currencies are stumbling. Fear and uncertainty is reigning in this world. The Middle East, look what's happening. Ukraine, oh my God. Will Taiwan be next? What about our debt? What about the southern border? Now the northern border, it's endless. Yet one asset stands firm, always has, gold. It is a biblical currency. And in crisis, gold is there in the background. Its enduring value guards against loss like a missile shield against the incoming. And while paper money, fiat money, wealth can just burn, gold persists. Shield your savings. Diversify your portfolio against the looming threats: war, recession, contagion, inflation, migration, frustration, the Biden administration. Avoid all the frenzied panic of the unprepared and take control of in the chaos right now, because fortune will favor those who make decisive action. Get a hold of gold before it's out of reach. Right now at noblegoldinvestment.com, simply go to the link they want you to click on, and that's www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. And let me tell you something. For everybody who gets a new IRA, they're giving away 5 ounces of pure silver, America the Beautiful coin. Are you serious? They're giving it away for free. Just go right now to www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. All right. Give me a moment here to get a hold of, seriously, got a 23.5-pound turkey in the oven, a 9-pound ham in the other oven. We've got 2 different ovens upstairs, so there's one in one oven, one's in the other oven. The stuffing is there, the mashed potatoes, the potato salad, the coleslaw, the green beans with the bacon in it to make it taste better. I mean, the whole 9 yards. I can't even explain. The pumpkin pie and the chocolate pecan pie with the Cool Whip. And I mean, the whole 9 yards. Okay, you got the Begley clan coming in. It's going to be a great time. Mom and Dad's here. It's going to be good. Football, yeah, they're going to be doing that too. There's 3 games on the NFL. So, you're going to have all that going on. They're going to talk a little politics. They're going to talk a little Bible, a lot of that. And at the end of the day, we're thankful. We're thankful that we still live in the United States. But this webinar, Invasion America. Wait a minute. I'll tell you about the webinar in just a minute. But how, after the bombing on the Canadian border, and with the overrunning of the southern border, and with the threats coming in from the Russians and the Chinese, and the radical sleeper cell jihadis in this country, God told me 7 months ago to do a webinar at the end of the year. He even told me, do this one on December 1st, and that's the day of the webinar, and call it Invasion America. Not just invasion of our borders, but all the different agendas that we are being bombarded with, woke agendas and all of them. So we brought the experts in for this to help us understand it. So I'll tell you all about that. Get your tickets today. We only have 8 days left. This webinar is going to start 8 days from now. But let's talk about, first of all, we want to tell you about what happened at the Canadian border, and then we're going to tell you what's going on right now in the Middle East. Very critical time we're in. Unbelievable. Our friends in Canada, we love you. So let's talk about what's happening. First, the border crisis, if I can find it, and then I just had it. So give me 1 second. I've got it. It just gotta, there it is. Americans are celebrating Thanksgiving on the edge over all the world events that are taking place right now. Americans are celebrating Thanksgiving today with a heightened security measures in place. Tensions are running high over the conflict between Israel and Hamas taking place in Gaza as we speak. And this is all with the bombing on the Canadian border. It's all potentially causing a shadow over what would be normally a joyous holiday. War in the Middle East has prompted officials to take extra precautions at airports, shopping malls, all across the United States, along the route of New York, Macy's Day Parade, where there is, you have to be worried about the sleeper cells and some type of terrorist act today in the parade. No doubt about it. We just had the bombing up there in Canada. We'll tell you about that. But the Americans, Thanksgiving brings together family and friends, turkey dinner, watching the parade, watching the American NFL football games, and more. Family, prayer, Thanksgiving, and remembering each and every one of our family members that we may have lost during the past year. Also, it's a time of Am I back? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just went black.
Am I back?
Now, is this live?
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just went black. Am I back?
Now,
is this live?
What is?
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just went black. Am I back? Now, is this live?
What is?
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture
Is there
just
something
went black.
wrong with
Am I back? Now,
You can't be on twice.
What? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just something wrong with that. Now,
You can't be on twice.
What? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just something wrong with that. Now,
Oh.
can't be on twice. What? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just something wrong with that.
What's going on?
Oh. Can't be on twice. What? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The picture just something wrong with that.
What's going on? Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Okay, so obviously we're having we have a delay. Testing 1, 2. I think maybe that is the weirdest thing I've ever had. The screen went black, but I was still live. Then I finally came back. Then there was a double feed, and then there was a double echo. But is it okay now? At least you can hear me. Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm talking about Invasion America. Okay. I don't know. Oh, so you see what I'm saying? I'm just saying the busiest travel day of the year. We have a guy in a Bentley driving 100 miles an hour crashing into the Canadian checkpoint, blowing up sky high as if there was explosives in it. But now we're being told within just a few hours, within 4 hours, terrorism is ruled out. And we're told the guy left a casino and was on his way to a Kiss concert in Canada. You can't make that stuff up. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. Let's talk about what's happening in Israel. Maybe that makes more sense. What? As we speak, within the hour, the hostages are supposed to be released within the hour. But the confusion is definitely going on. It was supposed to start at 7 a.m. Friday morning. Then they changed it again. They said at 7 a.m. the bombing would stop. And then at 4 p.m. Israeli time, which is 9 a.m. here in the East Coast, which would have been an hour ago, the hostages were to be released. The Hamas was to release 13 out of the 50 hostages, 13. But here we are an hour later. We have no confirmation of that. So let me tell you exactly where we're at. Just in the last few minutes, here's what we have. 21 minutes ago, Al-Asari says that the list with the names are a day-by-day process. So they would not release the name of the 13 hostages. Whenever we have both lists confirmed, this is when we will begin with the process of getting the people out. But they're in an agreement with the time intervals. Our teams have been working day and night. So, and Al-Asari told reporters he cannot disclose how many Palestinian prisoners will be released by the Israelis. But I can tell you that the deal is reciprocal. So we're expecting a release to happen also on the Israeli side as a result of the release of 13 of the 236 hostages that are being held by Hamas. Now, now here's what else I'm finding out. Just now, Al-Asari says 18 minutes ago, the first release of the hostages will be 13 individuals, women and children, no men, according to the Qatari Foreign Ministry. They'll be released at 4 p.m. Israeli time. That's 9 a.m. this morning here in the East Coast. But I can tell you within the hour, We don't have any confirmation. This will be happening every day within a specific window of time where the situation will be much safer for them to move about. They will be handed over to the Red Cross, and the ideal to make this transfer as safe as possible for all parties. Okay, now, 15 minutes ago, they responded to a question about what would constitute a breakdown of the truce. The government is about full cessation of hostilities during these 4 days. So obviously, any resumption of hostilities of any kind would breach the deal. It's very important that the lines of communication remain open so that any possible breach, however it is defined, is communicated immediately on both sides, and there is a way to walk back from it and make sure we continue with the deal. Now, then again, they updated 9 minutes ago from Al-Asari. We are hoping that we don't see any delays. I think we've reached a point now where everything is in place. We're ready to go on the ground with the hostages. So we are hopeful that everything will stop and we'll have the beginning of the humanitarian pause, he added. The discussions over the details and how this will happen were very difficult. We wanted to make sure that nothing would cause harm in the process of getting these hostages, but also the parameters of the agreement are agreed upon in the operational sense between both sides. That took a lot of discussion between both sides, but we are happy to report that the discussions happened in a very positive environment where both sides showed the commitment to the agreement itself. Then they came back 8 minutes ago in a response to a question about other fronts. Al-Asari says the pause covers only the Gaza Strip. He clarified that Qatar's mediation was between Hamas and Israel, not Hezbollah, which is in southern Lebanon. We're not talking about other fronts. In other words, Hezbollah could start firing rockets at Israel during a ceasefire in Gaza. This is possible. What does that do to the arrangement? Asked about whether there was a sense that both parties desire a permanent ceasefire, the ministry said, what we have felt is that they committed to this highly. Our goal and our aim is to reach this agreement and to pave the way for more pauses that can put an end to this war that everyone is suffering from. Hopefully, the end will be very soon, and we need to build this and a lasting, permanent peace. Then, folks, we have breaking news. That was the last update. That was 8 minutes ago. So now the question is, will while they're trying to transfer 13 women and children that Hamas would hand over, that are hostages that Hamas went and took from the Israeli population after butchering 1,400 people, the Israelis are willing to release 150 prisoners in their prisons, Palestinian prisoners. So it's 50 for 150 and 4 days of pause. But now the question is, but what if Hezbollah starts firing rockets at Israel from southern Lebanon? Does that stop the deal? Will that mess up the whole deal? Will Israel hold Iran responsible for all of this? Right now, Israel's talking to Hamas, but what if, isn't it really Israel talking to Iran? And let me ask this question. Please let me be the one that asks this question, because nobody in the media is asking this question. There's 31 American hostages. 31. Are any of them being released? Where is Joe Biden? Where's the president of the United States? I mean, I would be, look, if I'm the president of the United States, I'm standing up saying, here's the deal. Before there's any negotiation for anything to change, the 31 Americans must be released first. The Americans have to be free first. We're the United States of America. You will release our people first. or we will help finish off Hamas for you. I mean, that's what I would do. That would be my response. And then I would give them a 48-hour window. Now that's it. I give you 48 hours. You've already killed 39 Americans out of the 1,400 that were butchered. I would give Hamas 48 hours to release all 31 U.S. citizens first. Then you can talk to Israel and start negotiating your truce. But America, but of course, we don't have an America First president right now. Remember the last guy who was America First? What would he say? America First! First of all, we wouldn't even have this situation. Well, you wouldn't even have a war in Ukraine and Russia. You wouldn't be having this October 7th attack. And China would not be thinking about going after Taiwan. But we're not there, are we? That's the old America. This is the new America. This is the new world. Oh, should I say the new world order? And so we have an invasion America on the Canadian border, although they say that was not terrorism. We have Middle East madness, although we're being told that there's going to be a two-state solution. And biblically, they say they're going to part the land. Now, the book of Joel, in the 3rd chapter, God warns about it, says he will literally plead with the world, don't do this. In the valley of Jehoshaphat, you can find this in your Bible. If you have your Bible, you do have a Bible, right? I know it's Thanksgiving, but you do have your Bible, because while you're eating turkey, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. And the powers of evil are at work. And though we may try to enjoy a day of Thanksgiving for our nation and for our families and for our faith in Jesus Christ, the world, New World Order, is plotting the overthrow of the world, including the United States. So I'm telling you now, we've got a serious situation. I'll read to you from the, there's so many prophecies I could read. But as far as the Middle East is concerned, in Joel 3, verse 1, for behold, in those days, and I would say that's these days, and in that time, I would say that's this time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Okay, so it appears that you're never to part the land, but it appears the plan of the United Nations and the global elitist is to use this war going on right now in the Middle East with Israel and Iran through the proxies of Hamas and Hezbollah and others, and Yemen's Houthis, to create pressure at the end of the day to create a two-state solution. I don't know. I hope I'm still here. So this is where we're at. There's a lot of prophecy taking place. I don't know if there's interference going on right now that they don't want me to talk about this subject. But let me just say this. Get your tickets for Invasion America. This webinar. I will be live tonight with Mike from around the world. I'll be right now I'm in my office here in Indiana, but tonight I will be in the Salvation Station. Brock Begley will be producing the broadcast for me here in Indiana in the Salvation Station. And tonight we will be interviewing Mike from around the world. We're going to be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern and go till we need to, as long as we need to. Mike is going to join us tonight. So don't miss it tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't got your tickets for Invasion America, now's the time to do it. Let me just tell you this. I interviewed Doug Hagman. I'm still trembling. The information that Doug Hagman, not just what he talked about, but all the documentation and pictures he showed us, and the inside information he has from the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI and other agencies, plus his own investigation with 3 other investigative journalists and actually PIs, private investigators. Information that they got and gave to, and then had to give it to the FBI, and the FBI has never given it back to them. And the fact that Doug Hagman was an assassination attempt on Doug's life with his car blowing sky high, and a whole lot more. I'm going to tell you now, this was the greatest interview I've ever done with Doug Hagman, and I've interviewed him at least 30 times over the years. Without question, he will share with you information that he never has shared publicly with anyone, not even on his own shows. You will see and hear information that for the first time he's ever shared. And I just interviewed him. It is unbelievable. If there was no other speaker, if Doug was the only one, he would be worth your ticket, your price for the ticket. He really would. But you've got Stan Deyo, the former FBI agent who worked on the Mark of the Beast technology, with a great presentation. You got Dave Hodges, who's got some mind-blowing inside information from his informants that he shares on Invasion America. You got Mike from around the world who shares information that, I don't even want to say any more till you hear what he had to say. Earth-shattering. We're in danger. Pastor Melvin Whittington. Oh my! He is a force to be reckoned with. The information about what's happening in this woke agenda. Larry Ragland, Bishop Larry Ragland, shows you the demonic witchcraft behind all of this and the New World Order and how. Oh, and it goes on and on, guys, on and on. I got so many speakers. Colonel Giamona and Troy Anderson was an incredible interview, incredible. And look, 14 different speakers. You don't want to get your ticket. We're only 8 days away. We're only 8 days away. Get your ticket. Go to publiclyprophecy.com. Go to publiclyprophecy.com and order your ticket right now before you eat the turkey. Get the ticket before the turkey. Do it now so that we can get you listed, get you in line, get your private link prepared for you to be sent to you on Friday night, December the 1st, Invasion America. I'm not kidding you. You will not ever heard a video. You've never heard of a webinar. There's never been one done this good on the subject of Invasion America. This is going to share with you exactly where we're at right here, right now. So don't miss it, okay? Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. I was going to play a song, and maybe I still can, just because I think I should. Let me see. Yes, I'm going to play this song. Yeah, here we go. I think I can play it. And while the song is playing, get your tickets. sound? Hang on a second. We have sound. Are you serious? Do we have sound? Okay, thank you. All right, I can't see the play the song, so I'm sorry about that. Didn't work. But it was a nice try. It was a nice try, but it's not going to let you hear the music. So sorry about that. I'll be back, guys, with more information. We're in the end times. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. We'll be back with more information here on the coming apocalypse. No music, but you can hear me. Isn't that unbelievable? Don't worry, tonight you will. I'll be in the Salvation Station. Brock will have control of everything. You won't have any PBT tonight. Pray one for another. Happy Thanksgiving.